What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is time for the weekly fragrance rotation number 39. Let's hop into it. Starting the week off strong on Sunday, I went with Carolina Herrera Bad Boy Cobalt. My favorite blue in my collection, but you guys already knew that. This one right here, honestly, is the best smelling blue fragrance that I have ever put my nose on. I have yet to find something that is better than this right here. On the top, you get lavender, pink pepper, so very fresh, aromatic, spicy. You get some plum in the base, along with some cedarwood, providing this kind of fresh, masculine sweetness. And you also get really good performance with this one. 12 to 14 hours of performance, a very mass appealing fragrance. I've gotten several compliments while wearing this. If you're looking for a signature scent, this is probably one of the best options to go with right here. But on Sunday, Carolina Herrera Bad Boy Cobalt. On Monday, I went with True Religion for Men. My favorite cheapie in my collection at the moment. This one, it does smell similar to things like Invictus Aqua, as well as Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct together. So if you smelled any of those fragrances, this one right here is kind of like a combination of those. In the opening, very fresh, fruity. As it dries down, it becomes aquatic. You get that bubblegum sweetness, but you add in some herbal bay leaf, so it has kind of a deeper smell to it. I also kind of get like this clean laundry vibe in the dry down as well. Downside, performance isn't really the best. You get about 3, maybe 4 hours of performance, but you could pick this one up for like $20. It's popping up at the rack stores all over the place. So at that price, I'm not really tripping about bad performance. But what I wore on Monday, True Religion for Men. What I wore on Tuesday, Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. Another one that does smell pretty similar to Invictus Aqua, but this one smells like Invictus Aqua 2016. Which I guess is the new Invictus Aqua that's out now, because they just reformulated the new Invictus Aqua to smell like the 2016 Invictus Aqua. Now that I'm thinking about that, I definitely need to go to my local Sephora or Macy's and give that one a smell, because I haven't even smelled it yet. This one right here is extremely fresh. You get some lavender as well. Very musky. You get that bubblegum aquatic sweetness in the base. Really nice stuff. Performance is decent. I get about 5, maybe 6 hours of performance. Pretty affordable as well. Definitely a great summer fragrance, even if you're going on like date nights. I think this is a fantastic summer date night fragrance. But what I wore on Tuesday, Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. What I wore on Wednesday, Lattafa Cade Al Fursan. It's been a minute since I busted this one out, but it just smells so nice. Guys, if you haven't gotten your nose on this one, honestly, you really should. It's for like $15, $20 if you buy it on discounters. One of the best pineapple fragrances that you could buy, in my opinion. On the top, you get a blast of that pineapple. It smells like pineapple juice combined with cotton candy. You get a little bit of spicy woods in the base. Big compliment getter. Performance isn't really the best. I get maybe 4 or 5 hours of performance. But like I said, $15, $20. Probably one of the best cheap summertime fragrances that you can buy. What I wore on Wednesday, Lattafa Cade Al Fursan. What I wore on Thursday, the OG Rasasi Hawass. I had to go back to the OG this time. I've been wearing Rasasi Hawass Ice like crazy recently, so I decided to go back to this one. This one is still very, very nice. Honestly, I think Rasasi Hawass Ice is a better spring summertime fragrance, whereas this one is kind of a better year-round fragrance. This one really works in the fall and wintertime as well, just because there's a little bit more spice, a little bit more deepness, in my opinion. This one does smell like Invictus Aqua as well. As you could tell, I'm a big fan of the Invictus Aqua style DNA. So on the top, very fresh. As it dries down, it becomes fruity from some plum. You get that bubblegum aquatic sweetness, a little spicy, some nice clean woods in the base. I also do kind of get like a clean laundry vibe from this one as well. Performance, really solid, 9+ hours of performance. Another one, big compliment getter. And you can get this one for only like $30. This stuff is super cheap now. But what I wore on Thursday, Rasasi Hawass. What I wore on Friday, the original Acqua di Gio. The OG of the OGs. This stuff still smells very nice. I heard they did reformulate it. I have not smelled the new version of Acqua di Gio. I'm assuming it smells nice though, because this stuff is absolutely amazing. In the opening, very fresh, citrusy. As it dries down, it becomes aquatic. You kind of get like a white floral vibe as well. Clean woods in the base. Still a big compliment getter to this day. I mean, you can't go wrong with this stuff. Perfect for the spring and the summertime. I get somewhat decent performance. I get about 6 to 7 hours of performance with this one. As you can see, I have a ginormous 300 milliliter size bottle. I don't even think they make these size bottles anymore. I bought this maybe like 5 or 6 years ago off of the Sephora website. They had like a crazy deal. You buy a 300 milliliter size bottle and it would only cost you around $150. So obviously I had to scoop that one up. As you can see, I'm more than halfway through the bottle. Definitely need to smell the new formulation though. But what a war on Friday. Aqua di Gio. And wrapping the week up, I went with Nautica Voyage on Saturday. A classic cheapie right here. Smells very nice, very watery in the opening, very fresh and fruity. You get a blast of this apple note, but the way it comes across along with the aquaticness, it kind of has like a fresh cucumber smell. You get some nice white florals, a little woody in the base as well. A very watery smelling fragrance, perfect for the spring and the summertime. I get solid performance out of this, guys. I mean, honestly, I probably get anywhere from 5 to 7 hours of performance, depending on how heavy I spray it. One of the greatest cheapies of all time, Nautica Voyage. All right, that wraps up the weekly fragrance rotation. Let me know down in the comments what you guys have been wearing this week. It's always fun reading your guys' comments. Big shout out to Henry, Rich, and Jared. Appreciate you guys always commenting on my videos. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.